Most conversations about education in Australia start by talking about the Melbourne Declaration. Obviously, it is just the educational goals for young Australians. No biggie, hey? The second goal, that all young Australians become successful learners, confident and creative individuals, and active and informed citizens, I think anyway, applies directly to the curriculum learning area of the arts, specifically the confident and creative individuals part. The Declaration document elaborates on this point in saying that this element aims that through students' schooling life and learning journey, they develop a sense of self-worth, self-awareness, and a personal identity to become enterprising individuals, show initiative, and use their creative abilities. To me, this is fostered through the arts. Well, other curriculum areas too, but particularly the arts. The arts provide students with an opportunity to express themselves, their personal identities, their style, and what they connect with within the world. In the Australian curriculum, the arts, there are 5 separate yet completely interrelated art forms: dance, drama, media arts, music, and visual arts. Although these art forms have close relationships and are often used in interrelated ways, each involve different approaches to the arts practices and critical and creative thinking that reflects distinct bodies of knowledge, understanding, and skills. Through the arts, students are enabled to explore and make sense of their existence by learning to express their ideas, thoughts, and opinions as they discover and interpret the world. It comes as no surprise that students are exposed to the arts on a daily basis. Just think: television, film, radio, newspapers, billboards, fashion, theatre, festivals, the list exponentially goes on. Arts education enables students to not only understand and appreciate this plethora of art around them, but to discern for themselves quality and the artworks they connect with from the images, sound, and virtual experiences with which they are confronted. It is teachers who take them on arts learning journeys, exposing them to a wide range of art experiences, that develop students' ability to respond to, connect with, and reflect on their own judgments of these arts experiences. From here, students are enabled to use the arts to express their own ideas, identity, social values, and beliefs. The arts in the Australian classrooms create students who are artistically empowered, who contribute actively to their artistic world rather than simply becoming passive consumers within it. This experience is different for every single learner, as art is created, observed, appreciated, and understood through the lens of individuals and the background of the students in the context of their specific social and cultural groups. Clearly, some artworks tend to have a generally accepted universal appeal, but most are a product of the artist's own context and circumstances, and this affects the way in which the message or meaning is received by each person. In a world where change is constant, especially with the ever-present advancement of technology, 21st century learners, the Australian citizens of tomorrow, need creativity and imagination, learning to wonder about as well as to wonder at. I think that's probably the biggest thing that I have come out with from my own little arts journey. Wonder about and wonder at, not only about my own artworks, but those of other artists, regardless of whether they're world-renowned or simply just friends or random people in the art community. I sort of had this recurring theme that I introduced on the homepage of my website and kept alive throughout the completion of the arts challenges: the worth of art pieces, and how there is no way that every single person on this planet is going to see worth in a piece of art, but the most important person to see the worth in it is the creator. Even though some of my creations from the art challenges might be weird to some, I saw the worth in them. I was proud of my creations, even though some of them were silly or had little muck-ups, thinking of my body percussion clapping timing. They engaged and inspired me. These are terms used explicitly by the Australian curriculum when talking about the rationale of the arts, so I've literally been placed in the shoes of Australian students learning the arts. They gave me an opportunity to express myself, maybe in strange ways, but nonetheless I felt creative and thoroughly enjoyed producing my masterpieces. Emery said that it is through artistic experiences that we come to know ourselves and we come to know others, an intrinsic aspect of human life. I loved sharing my creations with my friend Noelle, who completed this unit last year. Some made her giggle, some made her smile, loving that they were totally me. Working with her in this way was my collaborative experience. She prompted and helped me to critically reflect on my pieces, and thus is the reason for the paragraphs of reflective waffle under each of my creations, sharing how I felt about each piece, where they came from within me, and how I used them to communicate and express who I am as a person. The opportunity to be creative in this way was utterly daunting at first, but I quickly came to love it and found myself excited for each new task. The worth I felt about each art piece I created grew as my learning journey progressed, and like I said, for me, embracing the worth in your own artistic creations, whatever they may be, is the most important element of art.